see good. Thank you for joining in because I'm going to share with you my post-rock vinyl collection. I'm just going to share with you probably like 8 albums that I own, and this is like a new series I like to start, and I'm going to start off with the post-rock genre. And these are just great albums that I own, and I just want to share with you my experiences and what the band sounds like, who they are, and yeah, a lot of good fucking post-rock shit. The first record I want to start off with is a band from Los Angeles, California called L1011 with their self-titled album, which came out in 2005. Yeah, so this is a very cool album. It's one of my very first L1011 album that I heard, very typical. I heard this on Pandora because I think I was listening to Explosion in the Sky Radio, probably my senior year in high school. And yeah, check this out. This is like a ochre vinyl color. It's really cool. This is a very bright album. It's very fun. It can be sad at times, but it has a lot of joy into it. And it just makes you feel fucking good. Like, it's only a duo. I've seen this band 3 times already, probably. Once at South by Southwest, once at the Corova in San Antonio, and then one at Paper Tiger. But the best time was at the Corova because they just came out with their 2012 album, Transitions, and man, it was just a fun performance. Like, they had people crowd surfing. I never seen people crowd surfing in a post-rock show, so that was really cool, and it was a very good feeling. And they're a very positive band. And this album just like, it's a home run for me. Like, there's a lot of good tracks into here. Connie is my #1 track on this one as well. My Only Swerving is really good. And yeah, everything else is just great about it. It's just gonna make you fucking want to do better in life. So if you haven't heard this album, check this one out. The next post-rock album I want to share with you is a band from San Diego, California called The Album Leaf with their 1999 album, Unorchestrated Rise to Fall. This is The Album Leaf's very first album, I believe. It definitely sounds very minimal. It sounds like the guy recorded the album in this tiny room, and I just love how it's very droney. It can definitely sound like forest music. Get a lot of maybe some old school Yolo Tango or Godspeed You Black Emperor vibes. It's not my favorite Album Leaf album because Someday I Will Be on Time is my favorite album. I think this is a very special album because this is one of their first ones, and like I said, it sounds very raw, it's minimal, droney, woods vibes, and yeah, this is like a blue and yellow mixture vinyl color, and it's pretty cool. You can definitely zone out to it. You can probably turn off the lights and just fly away and just get lost to it. This is actually the main album cover right here. It just came with like this I guess vinyl sleeve just for it to like look like a leaf, since it is the album leaf. If you have not checked out Album Leaf, you need to check them out. They have a pretty cool discography, a lot of good calm post-rock, ambient, experimental. Yeah, be sure to check that one out. Here's a band that I fucking love so much. They're definitely my current number one post-rock band, and I believe they just need to get more praise and recognition because they're like supreme shit. And I did an album review of this album in 2022. This band is Wonder with their 2022 album Home. This band is from San Francisco, California. I believe this is their last album, and I think this is their 4th album. And this album has a lot of genres into it. Like, you definitely hear the post-rock vibes. There's some post-hardcore in it that reminds me of like At the Drive-In with In Casino Out or Relationship Command. And also you definitely hear those mid-western emo math rock sounds like American Football or Toe. And also you hear some indie rock, which is like Modest Mouse or Granddaddy. It's a very good album. This was my #1 album of 2022. This is a blue album, and I've only seen this band once before COVID in 2019. And yeah, it shows them, I guess this is their home in San Francisco, California. And this band is just so badass. Like, I just wish I could say more about this band. I hope they get all the recognition they deserve. And I feel like they're so good. They should be better than all these other bands. If you have not heard Wander, and if you want to get blown away, I advise you to check out Wander. Since I am from San Antonio, Texas, I'm going to shout out these 5 bands from Texas. And the first one is my favorite local band in San Antonio, which is Dance Like Robots. And I have a 7-inch from them. This is a track from their Sound Breaking Sound album. And I believe this band has been making music since like 2005 or 2006 or maybe even more. And they just been playing local shows in San Antonio for the longest time. Juan, the bass guitarist, is personally one of my best friends. And his other band members, Mark, JC, Julio, and Robert, I know those guys are all very cool guys. They are pretty badass. They are a different sound. I don't think they consider themselves at post-rock. They all listen to different kinds of music. They just play instrumental music. And I'm pretty sure they will be like, we're not a post-rock band, we just play music for the fuck of it. The old stuff, which came out in 2007, I think, that sounds a little bit like old school Explosion of Sky Mogwai, and like a little bit more math rock in an uppity way. You know, definitely in their own way. They sound different. No one sounds like them. And now the music, they sound a little bit more polished, more clean. Something that you hear like in a Japanese video game, I think. They're badass live. Like, they just fucking sound really good live. I've probably seen them 10 plus times. And you could definitely find their music on Spotify or Apple Music. I'll be sure to share a link on the description below. But yeah, check out Dance Like Robots. They're badass. The next band I want to mention is from San Marcos, or they originate in San Marcos, Texas. And this Will Destroy You with their 2007 album, This Will Destroy You, their self-titled. This is a very bone-chilling album. I think I didn't like it at first because it was too chill for me, but then when I dug deeper and analyzed this album, it was just like a fucking masterpiece. And I wouldn't say this is my favorite, because if you see my top 10 post-rock albums, then you know that New Others Part 1 and 2 is my favorite record. But this might be this might be 2 or 3. It's a brown vinyl, and there's another one here too as well. But yeah, a lot of people know who This Will Destroy You is, and they have a lot of followers. Very like chill, heavy. Another Language is more of like a little bit of a shoegaze drony album, and this one is just more like a doomier album. It's very heavy, slow, doomy, post-rock. Gets very fucking cathartic. This album's really good, and my sister got me this one for my birthday, and it's very special. This is a very emotional album. I feel like it makes you want to do better in life, and you just gotta check this one out. Next one is for sure the king of post-rock. I know I said Wander is my current post-rock band, but this one is my all-time favorite post-rock band, and this is Explosion in the Sky from Austin, Texas, with their 2007 album, All of a Sudden I Miss Everyone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all know about Explosion in the Sky, that they are fucking the best in the game of post-rock, in my opinion. I know a lot of y'all are going to say This Will Destroy You or Godspeed You Black Emperor or Caspian, but in my opinion, this band is a shit. This album is amazing. If you saw my best 10 post-rock albums of all time, this is not in here, but I would have to say this is either 2 or number 3. And yeah, this is just a regular black vinyl. The artwork is badass. I think the artist's name is Esteban Rey. I think he does multiple artwork for Explosion Sky as well. But yeah, this album is fucking badass. It's like another level. I think once you heard their first 3 albums, you're like, okay, I get Explosion Sky. You know, they're that type of post-rock. But this one's like more a championship-winning album. You hear all those Texas post-rock tones, very twangy, reverb, delayed. But yeah, they're very melodic. If you have not heard Explosion Sky, it definitely sounds like Texas. And this band is in lots of soundtracks, and they're still making good music. The last album was fucking good. It was my 4th album of 2023. But if you have not heard this album, go ahead and check it out. It's gonna blow you away. Alright, so I have another post-rock band from San Antonio, Texas. This is Bright Like the Sun with their self-titled album. I believe this album came out in 2015. Bright Like the Sun do not make music anymore. I think a couple of their bandmates parted ways. For career references, I think someone moved to the East Coast and their other guitarist is in El Paso, and I think he plays another badass post-rock band called De Luda Means Happiness, and that's a good band too, a good album. But yeah, I think this is a chill post-rock band. I like their first album a lot, which is called Code of Fiend. I don't know if they have that one on vinyl, but I should probably check it out. I ran to Robert, one of the guys, the guitarist in the band Explosion Sky show not too long ago, and I probably seen this band live like around 4 times. And they definitely sound different, but this is a very chill, good vibes album, like an awesome wave. And yeah, it's very relaxing too. Like there's a lot of good moments to it as well. It sounds, like I said, it sounds different. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what it sounds like. But if you're very curious to know what they sound like, then I would go ahead and find this album on Spotify. I will drop a link below so you can check that out. But yeah, go check out this band, Bright Like the Sun. Alright, so my last post-rock album that I want to mention, this is a badass band. This is by the End of Tonight from Houston, Texas, or Alvin, Texas, with their 2007 album, A Tribute to Tigers. So if you saw my top 10 post-rock albums, it was in the list, but I didn't own the record, and I finally got this album. It's pretty good. I'm just glad. I don't know if this is an actual hard copy. It might be, but this band is badass. Like, this is like their post-rock album because all the other material is like very heavy math rock, some kind of like post-metal with like thrash metal. It's crazy. It's fucking wacky, and I consider them as a math rock band. But this album is very posty, a lot of great songs, makes you want to kick ass, makes you feel good, and the drumming is so sick. All the guitarists, actually I gotta say, some of their riffs sound like Glassjaw, and because you hear a lot of cool blast beats in there as well. But this band is fucking mind-blowing, and if you have not heard By the End Tonight, check them out. I'll put a link in the description below to find their Spotify profile and this album. That's it for me. I just want to share a handful of post-rock albums that I own. I would like to do more of these record collections, and for sure I want to continue the post-rock series because post-rock is my favorite genre of all time, and I know I have like 50 plus post-rock albums, and this is only 8, so there's more to share. If you have any albums that you like to share, your favorite post-rock albums, just feel free to comment below, or if you have any questions about the records I have. I don't know when the next video I'm going to make, but till next time, be safe, take care, and peace.